Everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy, Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we got our first Pokemon, and we headed out toward Viridian City. Real quick off camera, I leveled up a little bit actually. I got my Bulbasaur to level 8. It also learned Leech Seed, which basically will drain the HP of the opponent. It's actually a pretty good move. It's not too helpful early in the game when Pokemon don't have a whole lot of HP, but it's still good. Anyway, let's go ahead and head into this building now that we're in Viridian City. This is a Pokemon Center. As anybody who's ever played the Pokemon games will know, you get your Pokemon healed here for free. And that makes me wonder, how does this thing get funded? Is it like a government service funded for by taxes? I don't know. And why can't our government have any cool programs like that? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, there's a few things you can do while you're here. Let's see, let's talk to this guy right here. There's Pokeballs that you're wasting Pokemon. I have one Pokeball, not Pokeballs, excuse me. He's tripping balls. Thinks we have multiple Pokeballs. If you go through here, you can find a potion. This is actually invisible in the older games. You actually have to press A on the tree to make it appear in the older games. There's also a route out this way, though, but I'm not going to go there yet. I will later on, though, don't worry. If you go up here, you got this guy who's dead in the road here. Oh, absolutely forbidden. It's the Night of the Living Dead! Ah, whatever. He's just cranky. He won't let you pass right now, though, so let's just go ahead and head into the Pokemart. Hey, you came from Pallet Town? Yeah, what of it? Yes, we know Professor Oak. Alright, so his order came in. I guess we should take it to him. Fortunately, you can't buy anything here yet. I think if you leave and go back in, you can buy stuff, though, but let's not waste the time. Let's just get going, alright? All you gotta do is just, see his ledges right here? You can just hop down him and get down fast. You can get back to Pallet Town without any battles. I'll see you guys there. Alright, now that we're back here, just go ahead and go into Oak's lab. I have weird ways of saying things. Yeah, it's grown attached to us, yeah, in about, like, 2 minutes it's grown more attached to us. Alright. Delivered his parcel. It's a custom Pokeball. A lot of people like to believe that's the Master Ball, which is a really good item that we'll get later in the game, though, but there's no real proof of that. Alright, what'd you call me for? A request for you, too. On the desk here is my invention, the Pokedex. It automatically records Pokemon data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Emil and Gary, take these with you. How do you pick up both of them when he wasn't even standing close to the second one? Whatever. So we got a Pokedex. Can't get detailed data on Pokemon just by seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. Here's some tools for catching wild Pokemon. We get 5 Pokeballs. Alright, so now we're actually able to catch our own Pokemon. If you throw Pokeballs at wild Pokemon, you can catch them and make them your own. Really simple. And of course you have to weaken the opponent first to increase the chances of battling them. Those little bios that I have in my those little bios that I explain the wild Pokemon of the area when we first get there, those all have the catch rate in them. As Gary was saying back there, you can get a town map from his sister, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. It's not really a useful item. I'm just getting it just to show it's here, because I'm probably never going to use the town map, and really, Pokemon centers have town maps in them, so why even bother? So anyway, now we got to go back to Viridian City. Yay, backtracking! And we are back in Viridian City. Alright, now that we have our Pokeballs, there's actually a Pokemon that I would like to catch. It actually can be found out this way. Alright, first here on Route 22 we got Sperrow. Now Sperrow is a flying normal type. It really, I honestly prefer Sperrow to Pidgey. It's less bulky though, but it's faster, it's more aggressive, and I think it learns some better moves on top of that, at least in my opinion. And, well, the only real problem is that it's a lot more rare than Pidgey. As you can see, it only appears 10% on this route though, so you're either going to have to wait it out really long, or you're going to have to get one later on if you want one. Next up, we have Mankey, first fighting type you can encounter in this game. Honestly, because, you're going to be coming up against a lot of rock Pokemon early in the game, I recommend you pick up a Mankey if you chose Charmander. If you personally don't like Mankey, that's okay too, though, because there's some Pokemon with some other fighting moves you can get later on. And not too far from now, though, but for now, I'd recommend picking up a Mankey if you got a Charmander. Another plus about Mankey is once it evolves, it becomes the fastest fighting type in the game as of this one. As of this generation, at least, alright? So yeah, I'm going to catch the first Pokemon from a team. I'm not going to be catching a whole lot of Pokemon in this run, basically just ones that I like, or, you know, ones that I feel necessary for my team. Or, like, I'm not going to be doing, like, a catch-em-all run. Oh! Looks like we finally found what I was looking for. I actually cut away there for a little bit without really saying it, though, but I finally found a sparrow. I've been looking for about 5 minutes or so now. Sparrows are rare. They appear roughly 10% of the time, as I said in my whole bio thing. But honestly, I like sparrow a lot better than Pidgey. It's not as bulky, but it's more aggressive and fast. Let's go ahead and try throwing a Pokeball at it right now. Even though I've had my attack lowered and I could probably attack it again safely, I just want to be on the safe side. Alright, 1, 2, 3... Oh! Come on! It has to shake 3 times. Oh! That isn't good. I can buy more potions. I don't really care. I'll just go ahead and heal right there. How embarrassing. I've had 2 real battles in this entire LP, and I've had to use potions on both of them. Lovely. I guess if this doesn't catch, I can just use Growl to lower his attack in return. Alright. 1, 2, 3... Yeah! We got our first Pokemon! Alright! Sparrow is ours. Like I said, Sparrow is fast and aggressive. It's not exactly as bulky as Pidgey, though, but I personally like it better. Busily flits around here and there. Even if it is frail, it can be a tough foe if that uses Mirror Move. Mirror Move will basically allow it to use the attack of an opponent. Alright, now that we have our Sparrow, let's just go ahead and head back into town. Now, the reason why I wanted to head back into town is because if you keep going through the route that I was going, there's going to be a rival battle there. This guy is going to go ahead and talk to us and show us how to catch Pokemon. Even though we have already caught our own Pokemon, he's still going to show us anyway. Yeah. I like that he's like, what, you don't know how to catch Pokemon? Even though we just caught one. And he's run into a wild Weedle here, which we're going to be seeing a lot of very soon, actually. Alright. Got a potion. He doesn't have a town map. He's not cool. A man without a map is not popular with the ladies, says Earthbound. Whatever. Come on. See, he never fails to catch it. Those of you who've played the original game probably remember that this old man is root of probably one of the most famous glitches in video game history. Teach TV is a new thing. Teach TV is just a further form of the noobish tutorial that they included in this game. Let's see, what does this say? Trainer tips. Catch Pokemon, expand your collection. The more you have, the easier it is to battle. Yes. The point is to work together as a team. Now that we're in Route 2, we can encounter several new Pokemon. First up out of the new Pokemon in this route is Caterpie. Really, Caterpie doesn't have anything special about it. Butterfree, it's a fully evolved form, really doesn't have anything special about it either. I mean, it can learn Poison Powder, Stun Spore, and Sleep Powder. Its main use is probably going to be Sleep Powder. But really, there's better Pokemon to put things to sleep, and its type doesn't help it. And on top of that, it doesn't have great stats. So really, I'd only recommend it for a fan of the anime looking for nostalgia. Next up, we have Weedle. Weedle really isn't much better than Caterpie. Their second evolution forms are basically identical. And really, Beedrill really isn't that much better of a Pokemon than Butterfree either. It's got pretty bad stats all the way around, and it really doesn't have any huge claim to fame except for the ability to poison Steel-type Switchblade Needle, and you're only going to find 2 Steel-type Pokemon in the original 150, so it's not worth it either. But it is kind of fun to, you know, make jokes about its classification. I'll show you my hairy bug. Man, that route was so short, just one patch of grass between, you know, where I cut away and everything. I just went ahead and got up here while that bio was going. As you might have noticed, in those sidebars, it'll actually tell you what Pokemon appear in previous areas and their rarity in here. Let's see. Go into Viridian Forest, the natural maze in there. Be careful you don't get lost. What do you gotta say? Rattata may be small, but don't underestimate its wicked bite. You caught one already? Screw you, I'm not catching a Rattata. But anyway, I guess now we're entering the Viridian Forest, and whoa, look at that! 16-bit goodness! What do you gotta say? Came here with friends to catch some bug Pokemon, and you can get into some Pokemon battles. If you press the A button right there at the base of that tree, you'll get an antidote. But anyway, yeah, we got to the Viridian Forest, alright? I'm gonna go ahead and save the bios for this area for the next video, alright? But anyway, yeah. So we got to the Viridian Forest. It was pretty good. We made some progress, so I guess we're gonna cut this right here, alright? So, next time Pokemon Fire Red, we are going to play through the Viridian Forest. See you guys then.